Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we are back for our playthrough of Tyranny. So in the previous episode we came to Cacophony to deal with some Scarlet Chorus and also deal with the Voices of Nerat. I even gained an achievement. Let me read it. Unfinished business, complete versus companion quest. Yay. But yeah, we killed the Voices of Nerat. In the process we gained 2 new artifacts which I equipped... Oh. She wants to talk to me, nice. Which I equipped on Verse, because they seem fitting for her. They're actually quite good. I think the mace, my other one, is probably better because it gives more might with potency. But this is a cool mace, it's an artifact from the Voices of Nerat, so I'm gonna use it. And now we're gonna make our way, I think, to Graven Ashe. Yes. Before doing so though, we had a level up from Lantry during the fight. And I looked over this, I'm just gonna give him some more resolve here. And on the talents, there's nothing I need, honestly. I think even all of this was kind of unnecessary, but it's still good to have. I'll actually just give him this. It gives him some more subterfuge and dodge. Might come in handy to dodge some kind of attack. We'll take it. Alright, so we are under the Edict of Malediction in this particular area. And we will... Oh, sorry, I want to talk to Verse, right? Fatebinder. I never thought that anyone could get a jump on the Voices of Nerat. He outlasted most of his enemies and ate the others. He was this great bottomless thing. I just assumed that he would be around forever. And now he's dead. It's hard to believe. Really, I'm happy. But he also gave me this life, this name. I hated him, but he was incredible, an artist. What I'm trying to say here is that I'm impressed. You've exceeded my low expectations. Do you think the voice is really dead? Yeah, I do. But I guess let's ask. If we're being honest with each other, I have my doubts. The voices could scheme 1,000 steps ahead of anyone. I can only imagine that he had something planned for his death, some contingency. It could be so complex that we might never recognize it if we saw it. It might not even happen in our lifetimes, if we're lucky.
What do you need?
Okay, so I guess that's finished. And what I was gonna say was, I want to go to Ironhearth to speak with Graven Ashe, but I am not going to enact an edict here, because my expectation, honestly, is we have sided with the disfavored for the entire playthrough. We had multiple chances of betraying them or whatever, and we just stuck by them all the way. So I am really hoping that I can reach some kind of peaceful resolution here and not have to kill Graven Ashe. That's my expectation, and I'm hoping that I can do it. I'll quick save this.
I see no fresh blood on your armor, but I sense that something has happened. Where once many congregated, there is now an absence. That can mean only one thing. The Voices of Nerat is no more. Can this be true?
Yep. Before he can go on, Ashe's shoulders tremble and he clutches on one arm to repress the shaking. He squeezes his eyes shut, only opening them again once his composure is restored. Okay, so clearly the game is telling us that he's either old, or he's sick, or something. Are you well, Archon?
Well enough, damn you. Oh. Forgive me, Fatebinder.
Okay. His eyes widen as he realizes the magnitude of his outburst. He drags his hand across his mouth to clean away a line of spittle.
Suffice to say, this war has taken its toll on me, as have all the battles of centuries past. I have lost more friends and countrymen than any sane general could be expected to endure.
Okay, so now he's giving us a little bit of insight, because we have a lot of favor with him. His grimness falls as he lacks strength to maintain it.
I take each death personally, you understand. Down to the rank and file of my stone shields, the harm inflicted upon my northern sons and daughters. At times it seems visited upon me as well. But never mind an old man's ruminations. You have a report to make, and I am anxious to hear it.
He makes an effort to stand tall, but you know it's a facade that cloaks his waning strength. His eyes twitch as he recognizes your scrutiny. As well as you know anything, one fact is clear. Ashe is in pain. I destroyed the Archon of Secrets.
At last, the Scarlet Chorus are undone. We can properly conduct this war and subjugate the Tears as Kairos intended. That I can see this day, while the Voices of Nerat grows cold. He would never forget this indignity.
Will someone claim the Archon's vacant title?
In time, yes. No doubt they will have to be as treacherous as he was, though I cannot imagine their power will resemble his. For all his multitudes, the Voices of Nerat was a singular being. Nothing like him has ever existed, or likely will again.
Okay, so how do you plan to do that?
Considering how much you've managed to subdue the disorder of the Tears, finalizing our conquest in Kairos' name should be little more than tidying up pockets of discontent. We could have the entire realm subdued under the laws and customs we hold dear within the next span.
We still have to settle the matter of Kairos' decree. Only one Archon may rule the Tears. I would love to get the option to talk about Barik before going into this problematic topic, but sure.
Yes. I thought we would come to this. I had hoped to avoid the confrontation. Your service to my army has been exemplary, and I hate to lose a friend on the eve of victory. I knew you as Tunon's pupil, but now you are an Archon, and so much more. I would see you continue in your service to Kairos, but as my ally, rather than my enemy.
Yes.
Bow in allegiance to me.
No.
And Kairos will be appeased. We can govern this lawless land together, and invite the savages into civilized custom.
I haven't come this far to bend the knee. Can we not simply part ways? The Tears aren't as savage as you think, or your term of duty is over, time to die, old man. Now, I would say... I don't know, but I think if Graven Ashe... if the game allowed me to go by his suggestion of bowing my allegiance to him, given my entire playthrough, where I'm just siding with his favor the entire way, it would not be such a terrible ending, right? It wouldn't be such a terrible finale to our relationship here if I just accepted to be like a powerful being under his command. At the same time, though, we are more than an Archon, right? We have much more power than they have. And I think it was visible when we fought the Voices of Nerat. 4-on-1, but still. So it doesn't make that much sense to be under him, but I think it could still have been a cool option, but the game doesn't give me that option. Let's go with the Tears aren't as savage as you think.
Clearly, the rigors of war have made you simple. The people of this realm can barely feed themselves, much less grow their culture in any meaningful way. We are their only salvation. They deserve nothing more than to be brought under our control.
Okay, so we have a couple of options here. One with lore, one with favor. So the ones that are not based on favor or lore are Barik. Can you help explain? Maybe since we have a lot of loyalty from Barik, he could try and turn his opinion on the whole matter. I still won't bow to you. Or with the favor, the Tears are no different from the North, they just lack our unity and culture. Or, in lore, you're wrong. Where you see conflict and contradiction, I see progress and growth. The Tears are becoming something unto themselves, and we can help. I like this one more.
There is no point to this line of speculation. The Tears will be consumed by the vaulted North, and the dominion of Kairos will be complete. And yet, your claim rings of thoughtfulness. Wisdom has tempered your perspective. This much I recognize.
Okay. Recognize this, old man. Then join me. I can lead the Tears to a better fate than Kairos' peace. Yes.
What you propose is incredible. Impossible. I am the general of the disfavored legion. I bent the knee once before, humbled myself to Kairos. I cannot do so again.
If you will not bow, then you will die. I don't like that. Submit. I have proven myself true, General, and your army is mine to command. That is very aggressive. I wish there were a different non-attack option, but I'm gonna go for the non-attack option here. So yeah, submit, I've proved myself to General, and your army is mine to command.
Yours? By what possible right? By what mad ambition do you challenge my...
The strength behind his words faltered, and Ashe goes silent. So this is because we have a lot of favor with the disfavored. His brow creases and the severity of his expression diminishes as he looks at the soldiers around you, the countrymen he proudly marched into war. He studies them each in turn, nodding as some unspoken truth is confirmed. I fought at their side while you barked orders from afar, they're mine in all but name. Look at your troops, Ashe, you are their father, but I am their commander. Okay.
I am not ignorant to the wisdom of your words. They pierce me like a lance through my heart, but there is truth. This conquest has opened old wounds. At times, I have not acted like the leader that my army deserved. I was an accomplished warlord in the earliest days of the Empire. There was no fortress I couldn't breach, no distance I couldn't march. But the years have reduced me. I care too deeply for my legion to see them suffer.
Okay, that's at least positive, I guess.
I lost nearly everyone for whom I cared, and suffered for those I sought to protect. I would not wish this for anyone. I submit to your authority as Archon and Master of the Disfavored. Where you lead, I go. Where you command, I follow.
Okay, this makes me happy. I was hoping for something like this and the game did not disappoint here. Well done. Okay, so a wise choice is favored will see their honor restored under my rule. I will march your soldiers into the furnace of my war. No. I always wanted an army to call my own. No. Pitiful old grey beard, let your misery come to an end. No. A wise choice. They will see their honor restored under my rule.
Caring too much.
Everybody's bending the knee.
Fatebinder, you have proven yourself a truer general than I ever was. I relinquish my hold over these women and men, and place them in your keeping. I ask only that you be good to them. They are far from home, and deserve treatment and leadership befitting their noble blood. I submit to you. As your Archon, I will obey your laws, carry out your orders, and protect whatever ways of life you see fit to impose on the tiers and beyond.
Nice.
You carry a heavy burden now. It is no small task to lead a legion. Their lives and their deaths are yours to bear.
He winces and sniffs back a tear.
At times, the strain was too much to bear, even for the likes of me. Devotion claims a heavy toll, and over the years it wore me down until...
He trails off, focusing on some point in distance. Are you alright, Ashe?
Fine, fine. Ignore an old man's wandering mind. You are yet young, with the world laid out before you. Your soldiers will look to you for guidance. You must be ready to take on any challenge on their behalf. Lead by example. Lead with the iron fist of the disfavored.
I will do everything in my power to deserve this honor. Woo! Okay, so I like this. A fitting conclusion to our...
Time has come to bring glory and triumph to this conquest. Go now, and bring order to what remains of the tiers. I will stay behind with the army, training and preparing to carry out your will.
I was gonna say, a fitting conclusion to our siding with the disfavored the entire game. I can hardly believe it. You are the great general now. I will adore Ashe to my dying day, but I never expected to see him bend the knee. Barik nods at you with great respect. A gang of your very own to order around? That's damn impressive, even if you consider they're a bunch of ironclad northern crybabies. Give me a fortnight and I'll whip him into shape. I will make this favorite proud.
Then I can pass on my authority with a lighter heart. Remember, Archon, it isn't enough to slay your foes by the thousands. You must always remember why you fight.
Okay. We have gained the loyalty of the disfavored, and as such, our power has increased. Okay. That's done. I hope I can still talk to him about Barik. Please don't say it failed. Okay, okay. He has sworn loyalty to me. Bring Barik to him and demand the age be removed. Let's quick save.
Archon, you honor us with your presence, and you have brought our Barik back to us.
The honor is mine, Archon.
What returns you to Iron Hearth?
Oh. Wait, does this remove Ashe from his post? If it does, I'll quick load. I still want him leading, but I'm just curious.
You... What, Archon?
I was not aware that you have forces requiring leadership. Aside from the disfavored, of course.
Okay. I intend to build them. I'm starting with the command structure. I will require more than disfavored to rule and defend the tiers. Okay, sure.
A valid point. Though each disfavored stands the equal of 100 tiersmen, they cannot be everywhere at once. Your new role will require you raise forces of your own, and I can think of few finer commanders for them than Barik.
Nice.
General.
Soon you may wear that title yourself, son of Barikonen. See that you strive always to remain worthy of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's amazing. A gas species from Barik's helm, and as its eye slits turn to you, a pained hiss follows.
The protection. I feel it lifting.
His tone mixes awe and melancholy.
We have done what you sought, Archon. I am truly free of Graven Ashe, if such can be freedom called. Let us return to your smith.
Okay, so I'm guessing we can now finally remove his armor.
Let's have it then.
Which, honestly, it's
Negative, Fatebinder.
It's way too late for it, right? I don't expect the game to go on much longer than this. I would be very surprised.
Negative, Fatebinder.
But, like... Wait. Where is she? I think she's either there or in my forge. Let's go there. I think she might be there. Encounter in the burning library. Amidst a copse of blackened trunks, you find a stretch of cloudy water. Faint tendrils of steam rise from the surface in slender curls. Thin brown grass grows almost to the water's edge before giving way to bare grey stone dusted with a thin layer of soot. A scent of brimstone hangs in the warm, stagnant air, joined by something else, the faintest vibration of a power just beyond your human perception. The water seems to issue from a small cavern set into a hillock 100 yards north. Examine the cave. The water trickles out from a gap in the stones. It seems small at first glance, but you quickly realize that the water is deeper here, and that, while it would certainly be wet work, you can easily enter the cave if you so choose. Explore. Stripping down to your small clothes, you slip into the warm water and make your way into the darkness of the cave. Once within, your eyes quickly adjust to the gloom, and you find a small chamber of stone before the tunnel dips lower, deep into the water and inaccessible. The chamber itself is comfortable, the light from without slipping in across the surface of the water, dappling the cracked floor with caustic patterns. You find nothing further in the cave and make your way back out to the surface. Did I miss some kind of perception check or something? We can collect water? You scoop out some water to set aside in a clay pot to cool. Even after the heat has fled the liquid, it smells slightly of sulfur and maintains its turbid opacity. Store as a reagent, as a guild apprentice. Did we get focused again? Recognizing that the sulfurous water is likely unfit to drink in its current form, but an excellent component for a potion, you carefully transfer it into your water skins. You clearly mark the skin to ensure you don't accidentally drink from it later. Okay, just alchemy supplies. I was gonna say something, right? I was talking about Barik's armor, and I don't believe the game will go on much longer than this. I really don't. And it's a good thing that I decided to upgrade his current armor. I think somebody also helped me with that in the comments. Just upgrade it because it would be very, very late that we would take this out. But it's a little bit weird, right? I think we should have been able to do this quest much earlier in the game. Fatebinder, I didn't really expect to see you again. What with everything? Lycentia wipes her palms on her filthy robes. It's Archon now. It'll take more than a few Archon-led armies to do me in. Yep. Glad to hear it, she laughs. I hear strange things out of the Blade Grave. They say you and Graven Ashe have come to an accord. I suspect I know why you're here, she glances at Barik. Getting him out of that armor is no simple feat. It's a part of him now, fused into his muscles and skin. Anything that gets him out of it, well, it'll be akin to peeling him like a potato. The outside will come off, sure, but it's going to take some of the good stuff with it. I've given it some thought and I have a possible solution. I don't think you're going to care for it though, or who knows, maybe it'll be your kind of thing. I'm listening. Without Ashe's protection, Barik stands very little chance of surviving the removal of his armor. That said, I know of a ritual to ease the process. It requires a component with as much sympathetically in common with the individual as the armor. In a word, blood. Because of the iron in it. Precisely. Very good, Fatebinder. What was the purpose of this rite? They use it for taking malformed armor of the dead without further mangling the corpse. Only the disfavored are worthy of an iron armor, and we bury our own with their arms. Then the Forgebound must be preparing for a time when one of those no longer remains true. Go on. Unfortunately, given the connection of the alloy with the Overlord's Edict of Storms, the blood will need to come from a ruler, royal blood, enough to fill a tub. Whoa. And what with Kairos' forces reaping the tears of their rulers, it's a component in short supply. I know of a baby from Stalwart! Tarkis Hari had noble blood, didn't she? 100 Blood's name suggests blood to spare. Wasn't 100 Blood somebody from the Scarlet Chorus? Will Archon blood serve? Perhaps in the case of Graven Ashe or Tunon, given that Archon blood might have any number of other unknown properties, I'd be very, very hesitant to use it. Okay, so 100 Blood's name suggests blood to spare. Is it a Beastman name? I hardly think that will suffice. What of the statue of Queen Lycarius at Edgering? How many gallons of her blood does she cry in a day? That's not a bad idea, would it work? I'm well familiar with the statue. The sages wanted to pry into it, but the Vindrian Guard wouldn't let them anywhere near, save for those who fought in their ranks. Is it the bloody tears of a dead queen, a portent of the blood to be spilled in defense of Apex? Improbably mineral-rich water? Given that the waters turned red after Kairos' forces invaded, there is likely a metaphysical, if tenuous, tie to the Overlord. It should work perfectly. If you can haul a barrel of the stuff out here, I should be able to release Barik from his cage. Probably. Okay. That way we don't have to kill anybody. Edgering Ruins, and this is glowing. Where are the Edgering Ruins? Oh, is it here? Oh, it is. Okay. Are we gonna have to fight Vindrians? Oh, this statue! From the beginning. Are we gonna have to fight Tearsman for it? Because I feel like we will. I didn't really want to kill people
I cannot.
for this, but if it means helping Barik, and I am invested in this quest anyway at this point, so
I cannot.
we shall go for it. I was gonna say, hopefully it's... Oh, it's only... It's only Bane. Shadow Wisps. What are Shadow Wisps? I do not know what a Shadow Wisp is. But I will buff for it, because I do not like wisps. This might be over buffing, but again, I don't want to risk it.
Let's be off.
Oops.
I cannot.
Why did you stop your buffs? Ah, because he saw an enemy, right. I hate that that happens. If you spot an enemy, the game just pauses or cancels your spell queue. Okay. So we are protected. Let's see what they are up to and how dangerous these Shadow Wisps are. They also have Dark Scourges. They have some more abilities here. Dark Grasp. Oh, it prones people on crit. So maybe Mirror Image would have been the best choice for Barik here.
Look at that.
But I guess we'll see. I also don't think I can prone Bane. But I will try it anyway with this. They are vulnerable to fire, right? These guys. Yes. Set them on fire. And then go and skewer somebody. Okay, so they're all taunted, good. I want this here.
As you command.
Immune to... Okay, yeah, they're immune to prone. It was to be expected, but... I wanted to confirm. Let's stun them. And then just nuke the living hell out of them. Move. I'll turn off slow mode. Barik, you can fight. You can also fight, woman. Let's do this, followed by that, followed by this. And then go for that, and then go for that, and then go for that. I'll just turn on fast mode here. Okay, I don't think the wisps blow up. At least not these here, the dark ones. That just got murdered very quickly.
Affirmative.
Okay, so these wisps or these bane are very simple. I fully expect some kind of what is the name? The Malice, right? Umbral Malice. Okay, so he's the least problematic one. We're gonna go for the other ones first. Just go over there. Get closer. We're gonna start with Iron Tolling first, not have these people go for my backline. Do this and then go fight somebody.
You got it.
Buff us up.
Good work.
Ah, come on, dude. Did you really get over us?
I will aid you.
Yeah, I'll just get away from here soon.
Going anywhere.
Get over there. Get over there as well. And you are going to mark people. And then start nuking. Like that.
Consider it done.
Get closer to... Thank you. That's what I wanted. He's gonna get hit by something from the Malice there. Let's see how painful it is. And if it will make me change my course of action here. So far, so good. Okay, kill that one. Just go skewer him, actually. He's taking some damage, but not that much. Okay, let's heal him now. fast mode. Okay, everything's dead, so we're fine. Go. Let's do this. Then that. Then this. I think he should die quickly after that, but let's see. Huh? He did some kind of AoE which paralyzed everybody. That's not cool. Heal Barik.
Can't move, can't dance.
Okay, we are taking a lot of passive damage, which I don't like. Okay, once I get out of it, I'm gonna use my special here, but do I have something to help us out? This gives some defenses, but it's not really what I want right now. I think I'll just try and stun him. Didn't work. Okay, we're back. Heal. Let's do the remove penalty thing. This one. Sorry. I'll start with this, right?
Good work.
Okay, very good. We're spell breached, that should be fine. Do this and then skewer. I want to move back from here. Or actually I want to do this, right? I want to do this. Refuse pain. And you just nuke.
You got it.
Yeah, Verse does a lot of damage with that thing. Let's toss this out, actually. Try and petrify him.
Sweetie, you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Fireball. Okay, that's a messed up enemy. That one hurts. That one hurts. I still think it's better to clear out the other Bane before going for him, but we do not want to be near him when he does that thing. Oh. Oh. Oh, the blood. Okay, I'm gonna quick save this. Let me first explore the rest. What is this? Climb.
There. See that?
So not worth it.
No can do.
But okay. No more Bane, please.
Won't happen.
I do not want more Bane. There's gonna be more Bane.
Won't happen.
I'm fairly certain of it. But I'm hopeful.
I cannot.
Yeah, this is where the game started. Ah, thank God, no more Bane. Okay, so... Oh.
See that?
No
We should
real
take a
point of
closer
coming
look.
here. But alright. So let's go and collect the blood and see if it works. Maybe when we start collecting the blood, something will happen and enemies will spawn. I don't know. I do not know. Quick save. Okay. The Vessel of Vindrian's Tears. A torrent of thick red blood pours from the hollow eyes of Queen Lycarius' stone likeness. Though out of immediate reach, you suspect you can find a way to access it. We can leap, we can Barik toss. Huh. Command Barik to toss it to the bowl, landing might be a bit rough. Or have Barik bridge the gap with his body. You doubtfully would throw this suggestion. I'll go for the athletics one here. Although I think the funny one would have been to toss me, toss me. Good Gimli, man. Okay, we got the blood. It was actually rather uneventful. Except for this fight. But honestly, I like that. I didn't want a big encounter here. Right now, my mind is just... I want to finish this story. Not because I'm tired of the game, but because events are happening in a way that I want to know what's going to happen next. You catch a hint of movement in the distance, little more than a shiver of a shadow among the remnants of a village that clings to the edge of a pillar of stone. You remain far from both Halfgate and Cacophony, so it seems unlikely that settlers or soldiers lurk among the ruins. Perhaps scavengers, raiders, or a rogue pack of beastmen have made the crumbling buildings their home. Investigate. Adobe homes cracked, or adobe, I don't know, adobe, cracked by the overlord's edict of stone and bleached by the sun, rest in a loose semicircle around where you imagine a well or square once stood. Instead, the land ends abruptly, demarking a plunge of hundreds of feet into the shadow depths below. From the windows of several of the houses spills a faint violet light. Investigate. You move quietly near one of the buildings, using it as cover to see within the next house, the near wall of which has conveniently collapsed. Within, you see a group of humans gathered around shards of azurelith. The pale purple crystals appeared throughout the stone sea in the wake of Kairos' edict. As you get closer, you can see that they wear the bare minimum of clothing necessary to preserve their modesty, and their skin bears lines of light that shimmer purple against the darkness within the home. We can investigate further. The people within the squat building seem wholly unaware of you, their attention entirely on a shrine of collected azurelith shard that dominates the far corner. The lines of light on their skin seem to trace the primitive runes which bear a distant semblance to the markings beastmen sometimes carve into their skin. The people chant quietly, invoking Cairn, the fallen Archon of Stone, to restore their lands and deliver them from suffering. We can kill them, we can speak to them, or we can leave. Let's speak. You step into the open and hail the group, inspiring a commotion of startled cries and raised pitchforks. You offer your open, empty palms and consider what to say to them. What are you doing out here? One of the villagers, a lanky man with stringy hair, steps forward. You notice that his skin seems dry and dusty, cracked in some places like the parched earth of the stone sea. His eyes shimmer with violet light, but it may only be a reflection from the azurelith. We commune with the man of the mountain. He grants us his boons and protects us from the cruelties of this place. He shall come to us in time to save us from the overlord's tyrannical yoke. The other villagers nod in agreement. Whether or not Cairn could help you aside, you know that his superstitious idolatry is wildly illegal. Purchase the crystals. Eventually someone from Cacophony will wander this way. If the Scarlet Chorus finds you here, it won't go well for you. Do you mind if I join you? This seems familiar. Can I join you? Okay. Eyes wide with surprise, the villagers invite you into their circle. They paint your features with crusted crystal, and as you meditate on the quiet violet light, you feel a warmth spread from your bones into your skin. You leave the villagers behind, feeling hardened against the edge of the tears. Wow. That is very good. Okay, let's go. Now, what I'm going to be sad about is if this removal of the armor is going to remove my current buffs. Because my buffs right now are exceedingly good. Are very, very good. I do not want to lose them. Yeah, look at this. 21 baseline right now on might. Welcome back, Archon. I do believe I espy a barrel of Queen's blood. Lashentia looks you up and down, frowning with a mixture of interest and distaste. She helped you roll the barrel into the workshop, and the two of you dumped the noisome liquid into a large copper tub. Alright, Barik, into the wet. Trundling over to the basin, Barik places a hand on its lip. He flops heavily into the vat without a word and lies there motionless. Here goes everything. Lycentia mutters and traces a series of luminescent sigils in the air as she circles the tub. The hairs on your arms and the back of your neck slowly rise. The vat begins to bubble and metal grinds against metal as Barik releases a prolonged hiss. The smith puts a hand on one of Barik's sharp spines and slowly draws it from him as if pulling a blade from its sheath. You barely make out Barik's pain grunt under the workshop myriad sounds. The shard comes free with bloody strands of flesh dangling from it. Ugh. Okay, so we have Subterfuge, Athletics and Vigor. We can use our magic to aid the process. Suck it up, Barik, we just started. You think this mewling will impress Ashe? This is just one more battle, son of Barik Onan. Stand strong, soldier. Let's actually help him. With Vigor. You add your own sigils to the air, fortifying Barik's body against this ordeal. He visibly relaxes. Foam crested red liquid sluices between the gaps in Barik's armor, darkening as the grime and filth from his carapace mixes with the blood of Queen and Stone Shield alike. He shudders, his left gauntlet clamped tight over the space left by one of Lucentia's past excisions. Chanting, the smith places a chisel to the side of Barik's helm and knocks on it 3 times with a hammer. Each blow resounds more louder than the last, and the third is accompanied with a sound like a blade slicing into armor. She places both hands on one of the metal spines crowning Barik's head and begins to pull. He screams. Oh god. Well, he's free. The procedure finally reaches its conclusion and Lycentia slumps against the wall, hair tangled and sweat-soaked, hands and face red with gore. She releases a long, shuddering sigh as the energy in the room slowly dissipates. Oh, we can see Barik! Clad only in his small clothes and a thick patina of blood and grime, Barik stands before you. Heavy ropes of matted hair hang before his broken face and long twisting scars mar his limbs and torso. He reeks of sweat and feces, the stench coalescing with the heavy smell of gore and iron into a noxious hole. Your stomach turns. You okay, Barik? The pain will fade in time, perhaps more time than I'm accustomed to, though. He smiles faintly.
Freedom feels raw and cold, but comfortable.
Welcome back to the life of the free, you walking pile of... I'll have to dream up some new names for you, won't I?
Yes.
Anyway, put some pants on. I'm tired of looking at your... everything.
Now I can actually draft your official portrait for the Chronicle. You have no idea how much this omission has haunted me.
I hate to cut this short, but I'm dead on my feet, and there's one last thing we need to settle. Her eyes meet yours. I'm keeping the alloy we pulled off of him. In exchange, I took the liberty of forging the sample you brought me before into an axe I hope is worthy of you. She pulls a long, hafted, bearded axe from the wall and proffers it to you. Its head glimmers in the wan light of the forge. So we could take back his armor, I guess. But yeah, thank you, Lycentia, for everything. We received Edict's Crescent placed in stash. We've gained favor with Stone-Sea villagers. Okay. It was my honor, Archon. She places the axe into your hands. It bristles with energy, a spark leaping from its curved blade. I'd wish you safe journeys if I thought it would do you any good, so try to stay alive out there. Okay, so now... Oh, it's actually cool to see his portrait here. Yeah, that's actually very cool. It is very cool. Okay, so now we have a problem, right? And the problem is I do not have his armor anymore, which I had upgraded into masterwork condition. So I think if I wanted to save myself the trouble, I would just load the game and just go and not worry about gearing him up. We got Edict's Crescent. Okay, we're gonna compare this to Penumbra. So it's exquisite, does a lot more damage, but it's only slashing. The DPS is lower because of, I'm guessing, the recovery. Yeah, 0.25 versus 225. Armor pen of 9 though. Oh, it's two-handed. Oh damn, never mind. Erratic magic. On a crit, critical hits with basic attacks will cause a random hostile affliction for a short duration. Okay, that's cool. It's an artifact, Echoes of the Storm. This weapon drives the wielder's strikes forward, charging them with such power that some necessarily escapes in the form of electricity. These three melee strikes may inflict added lightning damage that increases with the artifact's renown. Okay. It's cool, but again, he's not gonna use it. The problem now, however, is this, right? It's like, what am I gonna give him? Because I want to give him heavy armor. So bear with me for a second here. Oh god. Item type? I don't even... It's only 7 armor. I don't remember what he had previously. Is this good? It might be good. So 7 armor. And a boon of thorns, which is kind of whatever. Oh, this is better. Yeah, so 7 armor, but 15.75 versus slash and crush. More armor, but 0 crush and fire, and 20 versus pierce and frost. Why did I do this myself, man? Let me try this. Sorry, it's gonna take a little bit here. That's not bad, but the armor is kind of pitiful. 1.5. Hygienic. Okay. Are these the only... No, I have more. So 2 armor, 2 armor, 2 armor. 2 armor, but more versus slash and fire, less versus pierce. I did not want to get into this right now. I think I'll just give him something. And call it a day. Otherwise, I'll be stuck here the entire time. So if I go by item type, sorry, let me just check this again. By item type, we get the chest and we get the gloves. Okay. So exquisite unbroken gauntlets, 4.5 slash, 1 pierce on fire. Seems better. Swift. Don't care. Armor 3. This is armor 2. But, give me a second. Apologies, I am back. I had to take care of something here. So I was giving him some stuff. I don't think I'm gonna bother too much with this. I'm missing boots only. So boots, we have 2 armor, 2 armor, 2 armor. It's more versus slash, less versus pierce, so I don't really know what to expect. This is more armor though. That's 3 armor. And don't care about that one. 3 armor, 2.5 armor, 2.5. That's light. Okay, so light stuff I don't want. Well, Barik, have some new toys, and I'm hoping you're not going to get hit by crushing damage anytime soon. Oh, looks very fancy. Sure. This will do for now.
I'd have it no other way.
He has a design. Is this the unbroken or this favorite symbol? I forget. This favorite. Okay, cool. So we want to go to Mountain Spire, I'm guessing, to finish up his quest. But honestly, going through the trouble of removing his armor right at the end and have to re-equip something else is kind of annoying, I'll be honest. It's kind of annoying. The former stone shield stares mutely at his heavy hands. Mangy hair hangs over his face and grime coats every visible inch of him.
Fate but Archon?
He crosses his arms over his chest and frowns slightly, the gesture appearing unfamiliar with the absence of his carapace. Feeling any better?
Yes. The pain has faded significantly. The memory of it, however, I I suspect that shall remain with me until I draw my last breath. General Ashe pledged the disfavored to you. He gave me to your service, and now I masquerade as his equal. That will never be the case, of course. Even pledged to you, Graven Ashe is an Archon. But beyond that, he is an ideal to strive towards. I find it difficult to conceive a better set of circumstances. I have you to thank for that. I would have thought, though, that I would feel different.
Something bothering you?
Perhaps. I am not well practiced in holding a mirror to my concerns. Perhaps you will find this ridiculous or ungrateful, but I had accustomed myself to my armor. It became a part of me, and not merely physically. Now I will again have to adjust.
I kind of want to say that I will help you make that adjustment, or it sounds entirely natural, but this one has the lore thingy, so do you feel as if you're no longer special?
Special? No, of course not. At least, I do not think so.
You know that you're special to me, right? This sounds like we're going a different way, so I'm glad to have you here, Barik.
Let us continue.
Yes, let us continue. Quest completed, never free. Okay, so we have nothing else to do except going to Tunon. We still have our buffs, which makes me happy. Bastard City. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I would really like to advance the story even more, because I'm really curious to see what happens and what we can do with it. But I only have 8 minutes for my usual, episode length, and I really feel like this is gonna take more than 8 minutes. I still don't know if Bleeding Mark is on my side, because, Tunon commanded him to go kill the Voices of Nerat not really on our behalf, but with our suggestion. So I wonder if the Voices of... I wonder if Bleeding Mark is on our side, or if he still wants to kill us. And the same thing with Tunon, right? Because with Tunon, I don't know what to expect, but I'm guessing we're gonna stand trial for our actions during the course of this game. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that for a separate episode so we can do that all without being constrained by time, and see what happens from there. With that, my friends, I am still very happy that we took care of all of our companion quests. So basically I just ignored, Sirin, Kills in Shadow, and Ebb, because I never played with them. It felt kind of pointless to me to go and carry them around just to do that. So my core party has been, always was, and will still be this one right here. So I'm happy I was able to help them out, all of them, with their personal quests. But yeah, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, my friends, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.